I would just like to do some quick intro about our guest. Dejan Kamenjašević is the whole life in the management of the basketball clubs, born in Sarajevo in Bosnia, grew up in Spain. He created a vision of what is Dubai basketball today from the scratch. Jurica Golemac, I think, played in more than 8 countries in Europe, Israel, France, Germany, Greece, I don't know if I miss anything, 3 times playing the Euro Championship for Slovenia as a national team basketball player. After that, he transitioned to the head coach role. He had many success in different clubs, and he came together with Dejan to create what Dubai basketball is today. Mr. Zoran is our CEO and the founder of the Breinrock, CEO of the different banks in Eastern Europe, predominantly. And 4 years ago, he decided to do and create the Breinrock. What we are curious about, what is the recruitment process? Now you came to the club, you created the club, you are hiring the most important role, head coach. What was the criteria to make a decision and to send the invite to Jurica to join the club?
It's a funny story about Jurica. In our let's say our situation is no any case before that club and the franchise was created in such a short period of time, and then we couldn't ask nobody, hey, how you can do that, or we compare any other case. There's no any other cases like Dubai. Dubai has been built in 16 months now of existence. 16 months we are competing on the highest world level. So this is the first miracle. Second miracle was to let's say convince the people in Europe that we belong to Europe. That was the second miracle. And the third miracle was assembly the team and set up everything in a very short period of time, which what we are talking about last season when we compete only in Adriatic League. That was literally in 1 month's time. We didn't have nothing, no hoops, no wooden floor, not equipment, our equipment that we are now playing, and you will see Thursday is black and white. But black and white is because Adidas only gave us black and white because they didn't have any other color, because you need to order 2 months in advance, 2 years in advance. That's why we are still playing with these colors, which they are not our color, but now people get used to it, so we will keep it. But the secret is that we didn't have nothing, zero. And then it was only me, Abdullah, my partner and our owner, who is also the big reason why we are here. And then we start to find the coach. Jurica is not only great coach, he's a great human being. This is very important in the sport and in a business. If you don't have personal relationship, attachment with someone, and you don't trust, it's very difficult. And we were very lucky to find Jurica on the time that he was free. He came from Israel. On that time, he has a team in Israel. We signed him, and from day one, he belonged part of our family. And actually, he is one of the biggest, together with Abdullah, the biggest pieces why we succeed last season, this season, and in the future. And he is our coach for the next so many years, because at the end of the day, when you feel good with somebody, and when this somebody is showing that he's part of the family and he understands this the same like us, it's much easier to work and have this communication that we have.
Thank you. Jurica, what was your first reaction getting the call for the Dubai basketball project, and what's your decision-making process?
Okay, thank you for inviting us here. Happy to be here. I see a lot of young people here in the best age, I would say, ready to fight. And this was the one of the reason, you know, that summer in the basketball circles, Dubai name pop out, you know. So when my agent called me and he told me there is some kind of the asking for you from Dubai, the GM gonna call you. Before that, we didn't know each other. I heard about Dejan, he heard about me. He probably get some kind of the recommendation about my qualities, but we met 1-2 days after, and we were sitting 3 days, I would say 20 hours, without not talking about our personal things. So it was like 20 hours straight sitting and planning how this team should look like from his point of view, owner point of view, and from my some kind of the experience as a basketball player and as a coach now. So it was not a hard decision, you know. It was a big challenge. I saw that the guy who got unbelievable energy, unbelievable ambition, and this is what I said to my agent before the call. I said, look, please find me somebody with the energy, somebody that he's not gonna give up, somebody that he's gonna fight and run and grab and fight for everything, you know. And when we met, I said, this is it, you know. How it's gonna look, how it's gonna finish, I don't know, but let's do it. Like how Dejan said, you know, and after 20 days, when I fly to Dubai and we come here, and when we come to the gym, and when I saw that there is no locker rooms, there is no offices, there is no balls, there is no baskets, you know, I said, this is a hidden camera. Somebody is, you know, making fun of me. I called my wife and I said, look, this is a joke. No chance. So just to have the picture, you know, that really we start from the bottom, from the zero. And not just two of us. It cannot be just about two people. All the people that was around us, you know, they took it personally. And this is the only way that you can succeed, you know, that you take it like it's yours. And, you know, step by step, like I want to say, you know, this was history, this was finished. We go through, now it's hard work, you know. Now, you know, talking about how was it, it was easy. It was easy to come here. Now it's hard. Now when you need to grow up, now when you need to show against the best one, now it's the challenge. And like in every business, your business, you know, somebody recommend you for the job, but you're gonna stay on the job only if you deliver. And this is the only thing. You need to deliver every day, every morning, not to be satisfied, to work harder and harder, and, you know, not put the head up, not put the head down, always look straight, be modest, and give yourself, first of all, yourself pressure and new challenges.
Thanks, brilliant. Zoran, we know each other 20 years. This recruitment process reminded me when you brought me to Cyprus 7 days to spend and to decide to join you know. And we had a similar talks and conversations. Breinrock is 4 years old, global payment provider. We finished last year with $16 billion in transactions. 4 years ago, did you had this vision that we will be here today? And how the idea came?
No, I just want to reflect something on what Dejan was saying about vision. Guys, do you know that diamonds are not symbol of love? Before 1938, no one was buying diamonds when they're getting married or engaged or whatever. And then in 1938, the company called De Beer who was selling the diamonds, were going to be bankrupt. So the guy who was owner of this company, it was a family business, he had a vision that diamonds should actually be the symbol of love, not the asset. Like you have a diamond and then you sell a diamond and you make some money. And he hired a marketing agency back in England. And by 1941, before the Second World War, diamond became symbol of love. What Dan was saying is the vision, and believe in your vision. And I will just say before I go back to Breinrock, imagine Dubai is playing in EuroLeague. Euro stands for Europe. League stands for competition between some clubs in the same jurisdiction. And we have today Dubai playing EuroLeague. Very similar applies for us. The guy, Milja and who was with me from the beginning, you know that we started from the hotel room because I didn't want to get the office. I wanted them to take out the bed from the hotel room and put the working desk.
And he hates offices, as you know, yeah?
And I hate office, and I wanted to have all these facilities, gym, tennis courts, swimming pool, you know. And but the similarity between, okay, they started without even having balls, and we started from the hotel room. The difference is the similarities is the vision. Why we are doing in a fourth year 16 billion is not because we are only smart. It's also because this is the market need. Before, you needed the product. But imagine you created a Dubai basket, or you created a Coca-Cola, or you created the Red Bull. Who was your first customer if you are selling Coca-Cola? Or who is your first call to make if you are creating Dubai basket? Who are you going to call? You call EuroLeague and say, I'm calling from Dubai basket. They will tell you, guy, you are in roaming. We are EuroLeague. So the vision is everything. And how to start, it's, believe me, like a human being. You get a baby, the baby is small, then the baby grows. Usually babies are crying and smiling. So same is with the company, or same is probably with the club. And then all what you have to do as the leader is to keep this kid, grow up person later on to be on a level of mature, to never get old, always to be between 30 and 35 years old. I think this is the same with the company. You have to keep maturity at the all time.
Now the true story. So I'm sitting in a Dubai office. He's calling me from Cyprus, me grumpy as usual, with a million tasks. Hey, did you saw this Dubai basketball on the news? He said, yeah, I saw it. Telling him it's fantastic, brilliant, so now leave me alone to work. No, they're opening tomorrow, the seasonal tickets. Buy me the 4 most expensive tickets next to the court. And he called Alur, office manager, trusting that I will focus on other things. In the evening, did you bought it? I'm just sinning, and after 2 minutes, if you don't want to buy, I'm going to buy. Don't you then understand? This is big. This is going to be EuroLeague sooner or later. How did you saw this?
Because only you have to be crazy to believe that you're going to join the EuroLeague. That means if you really join the EuroLeague, that means you will be successful. That's it. You're not going to go as a Dubai to EuroLeague just to play some kind of average games there. You're aiming for the best. If it was the announcement that some Spanish or Italian or Turkish or Greek or Serbian club will join EuroLeague, I would say, okay, they might succeed. But if you're coming from Dubai, first of all, nothing fails in Dubai. We are not allowed to fail in Dubai. That's very important. And if you have a guts and courage to approach the EuroLeague, okay, you're crazy for sure, we know. But secondly, that means you have the goal and you have the strategy how to achieve that. So that's why I said, we go with Dubai Basket.
My question to Dejan, how is the feeling 15 months after creating the club, that 5 days ago you beat the Euro champion, actual Euro champion, Fenerbahce from Turkey, who have a 3 times or 4 times bigger budget than Dubai basketball? Did you believe it 15 months ago in the first game with the Red Star, and we are struggling with a lady who is pushing on and off the attacking seconds and everything? Did you believe? Same question for Jurica. How is the feeling now?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, we beat them twice this season.
Correct.
We beat them in Istanbul and here.
Correct.
This is the first. Second, actually, we beat them in the pre-season as well, so 3 times.
3 times.
But it's not about this. What you said about the Sheikh Mohammed, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed, he has one quote saying that money is not making the vision. Vision is making money. And I think that you need to understand this from the standpoint of that there are a lot of components here in order to succeed. One of those components are the vision. Second is implementation of this vision, which is a completely different story. Implementation of this vision is maybe the key process, which in our case, lobbying and negotiating with the 2 different leagues took us 6 years. 6 years, from 2016, negotiating and all this. So this is not like people think in Dubai, we have money, let's do it tomorrow. Third aspect, very important, is the city. City, without city, particularly this city, you cannot succeed. Everything is possible only in Dubai. You need to understand also this. Fourth is to bring partners around you who can support you and who can guide you on this, let's say, journey. First is our chairman, who opened us the doors in the government here, and that's why we have a name of Dubai and all this, Abdullah Saeed Al-Nabuda. Second is a coach who is leading this process on the court. And the third one is like you here, who are the heart of the Breinrock. We also have our heart in our team, which is the staff members, doctors, physios, assistant coaches, plus management there who is on charge of all organization. Before we go to the court, is a lot of work that we start to play only in the court. This is what people see from outside. So game of Fenerbahce, now coming back to your question, was just the let's say cherry pick on the cake of everything what we are doing right now. But one thing is very important for everybody to understand what Jurica said. The difficult thing is to come here. The difficult thing is to, let's say, belong to the EuroLeague family, to be part of the European new ecosystem of basketball, and that we are every day more and more solid team in organization, in everything, and that people really start to believe that Dubai came for stay, not for a few years just. But the most difficult thing is to keep there and to stay there. Like I said, you can go to the mountain, to the top of the mountain, you can put the flag. You can do that, but then after that, it's a lot of wind from a lot of sides, and then you need to keep yourself up with the flag. And this is how I imagine our journey until now. And I think that the next years will be more successful for sure, but much more difficult every time and every time and every time, because, you know, sports, business, everything is about the people, is about the natural selection, about the competition, and you need to be ready all the time and you need to push yourself toward to the limits in order to succeed.
Thank you.
No, the thing is that the mindset of, I would say, of boss Dejan and me was always to win. Always to win. And, you know, from the last year, how this looked crazy, you know, that everybody was saying to us, like Zoran said, you know, Dubai is not allowed to lose. Dubai need to win. But how the Europeans or I would say the Western world is looking at Dubai, fancy, you know, bling bling. We are the first franchise, sport franchise that is coming to the Europe. And you know, when they say the name of the Dubai, everybody think about Burj Khalifa, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, you know, nice life. And this was I would say the hardest thing for us when we was recruiting the players, because when you are offered them to come, you offer them some contract, some money, and you offer the name of Dubai. First, when they hear Dubai, nice life, easy life. There's nothing easy about living in Dubai and driving, you know, if you are not working hard. If you want to stay and live here, you need to work hard. And this is what we wanted to implement in them. And this, I would say that we succeed in some moments, but it's going to be hard to push in them culture of Dubai and winning. So we had, you know, when you're doing the middle of the court, you know, from the beginning, I was saying 1, 2, 3 together. Very important to stay together. But the second thing that I was saying, 1, 2, 3, faith. Faith. You need to believe. You need to believe that nobody is not unbeatable. We are coming here to win. And you know, everybody from the Europe, from United States, they thought we are coming just to present Dubai. Nothing else. And you know, every game that is approaching, we are putting a lot of pressure. The boss is putting a lot of pressure. But I would say the city of Dubai is putting a lot of pressure on you. And this is what we want to give to the players to understand. You want to stay here, you need to win. Enable to win, you need to sacrifice. And this is bottom line for every job in business.
Yeah, I think that the similarity is also the fact that when you reach a certain level, as a manager, as director, whatever is the title, I see my job is not to tell people what to do, but to help them to grow. And if you guys remember when we started this Monday conference that I said ownership is crucially important. This is what I meant. Ownership is when you are doing your job and my job is to help you to grow. Similar is to managing the sport organization at certain level. You can't go always back and say people, you have to do this. You have to give them the ownership of the role like Dejan gave to Jurica. And Jurica's job is to help these players grow. And by growing each individual, then the organization is growing. The difference is that you might have in sports perfect organization inside. But you have this 1 game a week or 2 games a week. And if you, 3 games, in your case, 3 games a week. It's okay, Alaska, Greenland, Dubai, same, you know. And if you lose 3-4 weeks, even though your organization is strong and compatible, you might have to do certain changes that will actually change the organization. In business, it's different. In business, we don't live for 3 games a week. It's very different. Imagine you are running 100 meters on Olympic Games and you want to win the golden medal. 4 years you are practicing because of 8-9 seconds run once in 4 years. And imagine 4 years you're practicing and every day you are below 8 seconds. But that particular day, you might go 8:50 or 9 and you're not going to win the gold medal. So sports is very sensitive. Business is sensitive on different way, but sports is very sensitive on this way, that in sports, it's measured on the results of 3 games per week. And in business, even if we don't perform good 1 month, we will improve next month, and we'll do more 3rd month, 4th month, 5th month. The sports, especially this level of sports, the high level of sports, the AAA sports, they don't have time to lose 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 games or 3 months, you know.
Thank you. Yeah. I will ask Jurica just to add on this. We have also one of the clients is top EuroLeague basketball team, and they are telling me the times are changing. It's more and more difficult to manage the players, to manage the people. One of the top players, the star of the team, left the training practice because coach didn't pay too much attention to him. You know, how you keep them motivated, how you keep them as a group, and is it unique approach or needs to be adjustable, depend on the character of the player?
It needs to be adjustable. Today, new generation, you know, in my time, in our time probably, you know, it was black or white. You do this or you are going home. And for everybody the same. Army system. Now it's all about gray. All about gray. You need to treat them as grown-ups, but another way as a kids. Very sensitive. This is the young people that make solid money for their ages, and very, very sensitive. And with this now schedule that is coming more and more to the NBA, that you don't have a time to, you know, to make the mistake and then again to talk with him and then again to talk with him, and you need to do it fast. And it's more about managing than coaching. Lot of talks, lot of petty talks, lot of huggings. Then sometimes you can yell a little bit, you know, but totally different mindset with this new generation. And I would say this is not something what is wrong. They have much more informations. In my time, coach say, go to this wall and hit with the head. You don't ask, you go. You hit with the head. You don't ask why. Today, you say to the player, you need to do this and this and this because of this. You need to explain him why you want him to do that. And if this is good for him, he's going to do it. If it's not good for him, he's not going to do it, you know. So it's some kind of the manipulation. You need to manipulate with them, but not on the way that they understand, because it's 15 of them, And if they find out that you are manipulating with them, you are dead. So I would say, manipulation is a little bit hard word, but some kind of always up and down, talking with them, and they're gonna do like all of us. On the end of the day, what is good for you, and what is good for you is gonna be good for the company and for the team.
Excellent, thank you. One thing I'm very curious to learn from Dejan. 12, 13 years I spent in hospitality. I spent 5 years in Maldives, setting the 3 resorts. And in a hospitality business, the structure is, so you have an owner of the resort, you have an operator who is running the resort, you have a guest, you have a staff. And you as an executive committee, top management director, you need to balance. Owner have his demands, the business, the results, the financial one. Operator have an operational one, guest satisfaction, and staff having expectations, 65 different nationalities living on the island, which is 1 kilometer. And by the book, owner should not get involved. In reality, he should not do it, only if he have a full trust. In reality, they are all over the place, speaking with the staff, speaking with different managers. How is in the basketball? How you are protecting, not only in this case, in Dubai basketball or anywhere else, how you are protecting sports sector from the owner? Because I'm sure owner have ideas, he saw the game, somebody told him there is a better point guard than this one, In Maldives, for me, it was very, very easy. I got a full trust. I spoke with the owner in 5 years, maybe total 3-4 hours, but he told me at the end, I knew every your move because he have his people on the island, How it looks in the basketball?
Okay, how it looks in other teams is different. How it looks in Dubai. Because one singularity of Dubai Basketball Club is that we are new, like we said. We are only 60 months of existence, so everything what we are building is built adjusting to our reality, not copy-paste of Real Madrid, Barcelona, blah, blah, blah. So all what we did and what we achieved here, we achieved somehow to, like you said, to protect our interest, to protect the club, and that we have one very important thing, which is trust. Our owner is very involved, very, very involved, every day more and more. But the good thing is that he considered me and Jurica his people. So this is who informed him all the time. Maybe he has other people, we don't know, but at the end of the day, who inform him about everything what is happening, it's us. Then of course, when you succeed, you know how that's work. When you succeed, then you have a lot of those guys, hand kissers or ass kissers, how we call. And then you have a lot of those guys who come to his ear and whisper him about the coach, about me, about the players and all this. But this is the life. This is normal. When you are not successful, nobody is watching you and everybody is laughing at you. When you are successful, then they want to kick you out. But this is at the end of the competition, and this is something what I would like to say in my past life. I will go in the physical altercation with somebody, but now I'm very fine in Zen mood, and I understand that this is a part of the business. How we protect this? It's a different ways to protect this. One way is the results. This is the first and the most important one. Because if you have results, all of them, they can go back and just wait to succeed. Second one is trust. Me and Jurica now, we build friendship, not anymore professional relationship. So his interest is my interest is his interest, and we have a common interest. We have a lot of people around us who are excellent people, what Jurica said, the people who really feel this like their own project, not only our. This is all of us life project, unique opportunity. And then also this is a key factor for us to build some chemistry and the family environment, but very professional standards. We know that we are like a speed train who is going very fast, so it's difficult to come in, but it's very easy to come out. And then when you put the high standards, when you put this type of organization where the information is very key and we are open and we don't hide anything and we have a very direct information and communication between us and the owner, and we have people who are willing to sacrifice, what Jurica said, then everything is much easier. But then still, you need to educate the people. And education of the people is a key, because we have a very young franchise. We are doing some things that nobody did before. Like we said, only franchise in the world who travel like us is Dubai, nobody else. We are 22 days in the air, counting just all the games that we will go to Europe and back. We'll be 2 months and 11 days out of Dubai. This is another data for you to understand what is the sacrifice of this. And then, of course, we are playing with the 3 hours difference when we are going to Europe. So if games start at 9 o'clock, for us is 12 o'clock. Second half of the game is 1:10 a.m. our time here. So this is very, very difficult, very demanding. And then we have people in office that also we need to teach them about what is the winning franchise, because we are building not franchise, we are building here the winning franchise. Like Jurica said, Dubai cannot fail, and Dubai need to succeed. And in sport, it's very easy. In business, you can make a transaction and both sides, they are happy. One sell, one buy. In our case, in sport, only one wins. Okay, in football you can go 0-0 and then tied, but in basketball, only one wins. And at the end of the season, in the standings, only one wins. Everybody else, they're not winning. And then, of course, our fans, from the day one that we have a situation, so many times, if you see, now I see the images from last season, the NABA League games. On that time, on the first game against the Red Star, this fantastic game that we compete against the current champion of our league at that time, without wooden floor 2 days before, without registration of the players, without uniforms, without hoops, nothing. And then we went out and we won them. Is one particularity of this match is that on that time in arena we have maybe 4,000-5,000 people who came to watch the game, but they didn't understand anything. Who is who? So that was during the game which we realized on the first half, when the Red Star scores or when the Red Stars dunk, a lot of people, Filipinos and not Filipinos, European, they also start to cheer for them like, wow, great. And then, of course, we said, no, this is not, you need to support us. We are from Dubai, not them. So in the second half, we start to explain to the people, going with the big billboards and saying defense. We are in defense. Now you say defense, because we are in defense.
Everything true. I was on the game.
So we start to do that. And now you have if you go to our game on Thursday, you will hear this defense. But this defense is come from the first game that we explaining to the people that we are in defense and they need to support us because we are Dubai team. So they didn't know even who is who. And now you come to our games and there are a lot of people who is start to annoying a little bit the referees, which is amazing because in Europe you go there and they are killing the referees, they are killing everybody. But this is the story. How you learn also the people and educate people around you to build a winning franchise.
Thank you. Amazing. Zoran, you make some bold decisions on this year conference. The same question. Our structure is very simple. Founder, owner, CEO. When is your time when you say, I need to get involved, and when is the time I don't want to get involved?
Good question. I'm always trying to say I don't want to get involved. But then at a certain point, thanks God, we have this transparent relationship. So I don't have to go behind and ask every 2 minutes something. In our case, we have transparency, so I believe each of us will come to each other for advice or question or whatever. So I never have felt that I have to step in because I feel something is wrong or whatever. So far, everything is interactive, and so far, I think everything is spontaneous. The good thing about us is that we are still in a process of growing. So we are not mature business that we are now doing 16 billion and that's it. No, our market is, as I said to you yesterday and the day before, our market is 30, 40, 50 billion. 16 billion is warm up. We are warming up now. when we are 30, 40 billion, then maybe we can say, yeah, we are on a mature level. Now we have to maintain, not to lose. But 26, 27, as we spoke yesterday, 28, we need to grow. I don't care who are the competitors. I know a few names, but I don't really care about them. They don't pay my bills. We pay our bills with our work. And as long as we have this kind of approach, we will be growing. We will be growing. As long as we are aware of our weak points and we know realistically to calculate our failures, then we will grow. And that's the whole point, I think, to grow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, big thanks to Dejan and Jurica for coming today. Last night they had a game. They have a big game in 2 days, which we are all coming to see. Just closing questions. Dejan, where is the Dubai 2030 basketball?
I don't know where I will be. This is the key. This is the key because, when you are in this job, I was telling to Jurica last day, we always talk about the team and we don't have any other personal conversation, but sometimes when we come to this point to talk about us and about the life, I was telling him how difficult it is to do this job, really, because it's demanding physically, mentally, and in every aspect, no? We would like that Dubai basketball in 2030, or even before, we are talking about 4 years from now on, that we are the shareholders of the EuroLeague, we are the shareholders of our league, which is the 2 leagues that we are competing right now, and that we are not now the current shareholders. We are just playing on invitation. That was the only way how to get to European new ecosystem. I would like that we have a health. I would like that we stay together. I would like to see Jurica to be not anymore one of the best coach in Europe, which he deserved this with his work and with his passion, but also that he did this in Dubai. He did this in his club, and the club that he started, not work here, he started to build this house from the scratch here. I would like to see a lot of people in staff staying with us because this is their family and this is their house and their place where to live and where to grow like human beings and like families together with us. And I would like to see Dubai like one of the key successful models in the sports in the world. And me, I would like to see me fishing in Montenegro.
Zoran have a similar thoughts. He showed us yesterday something about him in 29 and 30. But so, yeah. Jurica, last night we had a debut of 17 years old boy. We discussed with Dejan a few days ago how Dubai took the most prospective Serbian player in front of the Red Star and the Partizan. I guess besides the sports results, you want to build a legacy, to develop the young players. How is your vision in that perspective?
Of course, with the mindset that you want to win, but you need to build. You need to build. We started last year very, very slowly with the youngs. It was hard to convince the parents to let their kids to come to Dubai. There is no history, there is nothing about Dubai that they're gonna have a great condition of the working, first of all, then on the living. But slowly they are coming. Yesterday was the first time that we had a chance to give to the youngster that he come one of the first. Last year, to give him a chance, and you was on the game, you saw it, how the fans reacted, it's everybody liked the young people, so this is one of the goals. It's very hard, to put somebody unexperienced on the higher level, but this is idea to make the legacy, to bring the club closer to the people of Dubai, not just, Dubai this part of the group, people of this part, just to be international club, and that everybody can dreaming and everybody can be the part of us and all together to succeed.
Thank you. Zoran. 3 lines besides fishing with Dejan in 2030. Where is the Breinrock 2030?
Fishing with Dan and watching Dubai basket. That's 2 things. I obviously wish you all first health and happiness, and I hope each of you here in Breinrock in 2030 are minimum 2, 3, 4 levels up in your job, in your position, in your role, in your earnings, and that's Breinrock 2030. If you are not, all of you here, 2, 3, 4 levels up, then we have to start from the beginning. We have to talk about Breinrock 3035. But I want to just say something, even if you agree, before we finish. Last night, minute or 2 minutes before end of the game, Jurica called the guy who was born 2008. The young Croatian, I think Tomica is Croatian, isn't it? Yeah, Croatian wunderkind. And he told him to warm up. Listen to this. So he went on the bike next to the bench to warm up. And when Jurica called him to come to play, he fell from the back from excitement. And this is why, this is unbelievable in sports. This is why we are living for this excitement. You're giving the light to the kid born in 2008. I already got twice divorced 2008. So you're giving the light to someone to believe in his dreams. Imagine yourself, imagine your kids, imagine your colleagues. If they believe in this dream, who we are to stop them believe? Our job is to give them a chance. Same is for Breinrock. As I said, 2030, I want you all to be 3 levels up in your job. That's Breinrock 2030. And me and Dejan will send you postcards from Montenegro fishing.
One personal message to Dejan and Jurica before we close it. Thank you for uniting this city. I'm 9 years in Dubai. This is something which we were missing here. You know, we are all here foreigners, but nobody feels as a foreigner. But we don't have a thing which we are going together. You know, Dejan knows now we have a WhatsApp group, Java fans group. Those 3 guys behind the stand, they create everything. We are exchanging the tickets. We are exchanging the tickets. They are booking the plane planning to watch the games. Something good is cooking. And from you guys being so positive, being so humble, it's coming. It's cascading to the crowds. It's cascading to all of us. And thank you for coming today. Thank you for everything what you're doing for Dubai basketball. And see you on the game. Before we leave, we have one small present for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Open it. Yeah. Cool. So this is the key. Yours? Yep.
Personalized.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So, and this is yours.
Thank you. Thank you.